24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Saturday's edition of Good Morning Vail on TV8. I'm your host, Liz. We have an exciting weekend ahead of us. It's Halloween, everybody. So many great things are going on. We have only 13 days left until the mountain opens. Are you excited? I know everybody's super thrilled, but we still have a couple of holidays to deal with before that, which is Halloween. A lot of fun things are going on. There's a really great family-friendly bookworm event going on today. We're going to show you a reel with Maddie talking to them about what's going on, so then you can find out what to do today if you want to go on over to the bookworm. A lot of other great things are happening for Halloween. You can get on out to Route 6. They have a really fantastic show going on, and Remixes the band, and they are going to have a really big Halloween costume contest. So you want to dress up and be freaky and crazy, get on over there, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Over at Agave, Primal J and the Neanderthals are having another big old bash this weekend also, and that's going to take place at 9:30 after you can have a nice dinner over there, and they have a $500 costume contest award for the best costume, so you might want to go check that out. And what are you going to dress up as? There's so many great things, and you know what? There's no age limit to dressing up. I think I'm going to be a court jester this Halloween. I just love to dress up and be a silly person, pretty much an extension of myself, basically. We have a lot of great things to look at for this weekend, and the sun is going to be out, but it's going to be a little chilly. And what about all that snow we've been having? What an amazing week filled with lots of packed out snow. It's going to be all over the ground, so you got to be really careful on the roads and take care of your cars, everybody. I looked at one of my tires the other day and I was like, whoa, I cannot drive on this. So just take a look, take a little walk around your car, take a look at the tires, make sure that they're not getting bald, and you got to get your studded snow tires pretty soon, right away. Actually, you should already have them, but if you don't, take a break during the snow where it's not there and get your tires on your cars so you can drive around and be safe in the Vail Valley. And we just have a great show filled with lots of wonderful clips for you to look at, lots of memories and all of that great stuff. And now we have to take a look at the beautiful weather forecast that we have coming up for you guys. It is 23 degrees for the low today, mostly sunny skies. It's going to be a really pretty day. The high is 49 degrees. Winds are going to be coming at you guys west, 5 to 10 miles per hour. It's going to be really pretty out there today. With all the snow on the mountains and everything else, you're just going to enjoy what it looks like. Like I said, sunny skies, 8 o'clock this morning, 23 degrees. As we get to noon, 44 degrees with partly cloudy skies. A little bit more cloud covers coming our way at 4 o'clock with 45 degrees for the temperature. And then we're going to get mostly cloudy skies as we hit the evening at 8 o'clock with 36 degrees. So we are definitely getting a little bit cloud coverage. Taking a look at the I-70 corridor over in Denver, it's going to be super cold, everybody. We're going to have a really nice day, though, for the afternoon, and then we're going to get, look at that, Denver, 60 degrees. Sunny skies. Vail, sunny skies and 49 degrees. In Eagle, it's 51. It's almost balmy in Eagle. And in Avon, it's 50 degrees. And as you can see, we have mostly sunny skies with a little bit of cloud coverage. And then we're going to take a look at the day and the week. And we see that Sunday is mostly sunny skies with 48 degrees. The low is 18 degrees. That's super cold, everybody. Make sure you get your heat on in the house. Monday, sunny skies and 50. That's going to feel like fall again, right? 24 degrees for the low. And then when we get into Tuesday and Wednesday, we're going to have mostly sunny skies, 54 degrees for the high, 51 on Wednesday, and then in the low 20s and mid 20s for the low. And then when we get to Thursday, look what's going to happen. We're going to get that precipitation again. And Thursday is going to be 50% chance of precipitation. Vail Premium Jewelry Store is the sponsor for the weather today, and that is Lamina Jewelers. We have holiday season coming up. You want to get some very special treats for yourself or somebody in your family, or maybe a really good friend. Get something special, something shiny and something blingy over at Vail's Premium Jewelry Store, Lamina Jewelers. Let's look at your weather today. Stay warm, everybody.
Good morning, Vail.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
When you need a place to relax more than you need a formal dining room, you create a Diva Den.
Ever since I've moved in, I thought, what am I going to do with this room?
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Flashback on Vail Valley. Hard to keep a secret when you are getting interviewed on TV8. We're taking a look back in time at vintage TV8 segments. If you'd like any more information or to see any more vintage or classic cuts from TV8, check out tv8vail.com. Taking a look back in time right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back, everybody. Don't you love a good book? Well, I love the Bookworm. It's located in Riverwalk here in Edwards, and I got to tell you, there's so many wonderful things that are going on over there. They have a wonderful cafe. They have all the books. They have a lot of new release books that you're going to find out about in just a second. Maddie had a nice chat with those guys over there at the Bookworm, and they're going to let you guys know what's happening today for the wonderful family event that they have going on for Halloween, and let you know about all the new releases.
My favorite place in the entire Vail Valley is the Bookworm of Edwards, and we've got Allie Teague joining us to chat about some of their great event activities and some of their new books. Good morning, Allie.
Morning. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for trekking it here in the nice weather that we have right now.
Yeah, slow drive.
It is a slow drive, but you got here, you're nice and safe,
Yes.
and you got to enjoy all of the snow that we got this morning.
Oh my gosh, gorgeous. I didn't even know we got that much until I started to head over here.
I know, you woke up to like a winter wonderland. Now, you've got some great activities, and so we're going to talk a little bit books here in a moment, but you've got a great event taking place tonight.
Yeah, I'm really excited. It's actually, I think, our first partnering event with Bravo Vail. And they brought in a scholar, Dr. Zoe Weiss from DU's music school, and she's going to talk about different composers and their letter writing habits. The whole event is called like the art of letter writing. So why they did it, how it impacted their work. And everyone who comes, it's a free event, which is great. And everyone who comes is actually going to go home with a packet so you can start practicing letter writing as well.
Wow. And it's 6 p.m. and you guys have such a great place to come and enjoy these kinds of lectures. I really want the packet. What if I can't make it, but I want the packet? Can you just like...
I can hook you up.
Ah, yes. This is why you're my favorite. Thanks, Allie.
Yeah.
Now, some other great events that you guys have coming up are to do with children and the spooky season.
Oh, yeah. Saturday, so excited. We're doing our annual spooky story time. But this time we decided to partner up with Mountain Youth and Alpine Art Center. And so this whole kind of pumpkin extravaganza starts at 10 a.m. on Saturday. I'm going to read some stories, including this awesome Oliver Jeffers there's a ghost in this house, which has these really cool historical photos and translucent pages so you can follow the ghost as the girl tries to find him. Super cute. I'll read some other ones as well, obviously. And we definitely encourage you to bring your kids in costume. I will be in costume, so I don't want to be the only one, and I want to see those kids as their little, like, Elsas, you know.
What are you
One of my
dressing
favorite
up
parts.
as? What are you dressing up as?
You know, a Renaissance lady, I guess. I got it at a
love
Ren
it.
Fair, so you know. I use it every year. It's a great costume. And then after story time, we're going to encourage you guys to head down to the Riverwalk backyard, where Mountain Youth's going to have a pumpkin patch set up. You can grab a pumpkin and then head back up to Alpine Art Center, and they're going to have drop-in pumpkin carving hours. So it's kind of like a whole day almost.
A whole fun day of activities.
Yeah.
And so it just makes it really easy for the parents to get out there and make the most of the Halloween costumes that they've just purchased.
Totally.
Now, you just did an event on this one. This event has come and gone, but this is a great book for families looking into getting into spooky books with their kids.
Yeah. This is middle grade, so it's technically for like 8 to 12-year-olds. It's definitely spooky or scary for sure. And kids love that stuff. We do book fairs for a lot of the local schools, and the scariest books are always the best sellers. So if you're looking for a scary book for your kid who can't get enough, that's the one. And all of our copies right now are signed. So
Oh, amazing.
if you want to head over, now it's the time for sure.
Now is the time to get your hands on that, especially as we have a few more days in the spooky season left. And I was just talking to someone about horror books versus psychological thriller, and I was like, I can do the psychological thriller where I'm like, this is based on something that's pretty realistic, where the horror I'm like, no, I don't want to hear about someone hacking me with a chainsaw. No, thank you. I'm good on that. All right, so now we've got some new releases.
Yeah, some really important ones. Cormac McCarthy is a huge deal. He wrote The Road several years ago, and this is his newest one. Apparently, it's the first in a 2-part series, and it's about a diver who dives down into the ocean and finds this sunken plane, and there's like this deep conspiracy mystery as far as why it went down and why the 10th passenger is missing.
Whoa.
So it's definitely like a darker thriller mystery types, kind of following the tone of The Road.
Well, so this might have to join me in my new list of a fat stack of books
You would
that
like
I
it.
just recently bought from the bookworm in hopes to find my soulmate.
This one's a little bit older, but I thought it was an important one because Taylor Jenkins Reid is so popular. I read Daisy Jones and the Six myself and loved it. So this is another one of her like fictional biographies. So it's not a real person, but it definitely reads as a biography. And it's about a tennis star who kind of has this massive comeback, even though everyone has pretty much written her off.
Which these are always really inspiring because especially as we've got a lot of athletes here, and sometimes you have a bad season, you have a bad shoulder, a bad knee, and then you're like, wow, am I done? You're not done.
This one is the newest, Colleen Hoover. She is so incredibly popular. All I pretty much need to say is this is the prequel to It Ends With Us, and people will love it. It's kind of like thriller-ish. I know there's some romance in there. We haven't had anyone at the store read her yet, but there's teens and like young adults who cannot get enough of her stuff.
And it's spooky?
No, more so like mystery-ish, I would say. Yeah.
I like that. I could be into that.
Yeah, this one is definitely not spooky. I brought it because Ross Gay is one of my favorite authors ever. It's his newest essay collection, and he is just the sweetest man. We actually Zoomed him a couple years ago for his other book that is kind of like the other half of Inciting Joy. It's called The Book of Joy, The Book of Delights. And this one is his newest essay collection, kind of in that vein of different things he does to bring himself joy, which I feel like we all need right now.
Right, and I came in a few years back and I bought a book that was very similar to that, and it was about a girl who went through her story of like, when I was in the 6th grade and I thought I had depression, I did this, and like, she tried everything under the sun, and so it was a really good read, and I would highly recommend it. I just don't remember the name right now.
It's fair. This one is the newest Celeste Ng book. She wrote Little Fires Everywhere, which became a TV show on Hulu. So if you're into, that kind of realm, it's a Reese's Book Club pick, which I think are always so awesome. They're always fast reads with really juicy characters and great stories. We have some signed copies left like this one. And this one is about, I think it's futuristic. I haven't read it yet myself. But it's about a boy named Bird who lives with his dad, and his mom has kind of like left them. And his dad works for a library, and all of a sudden the government is saying they need to get rid of all these books that are kind of like Fahrenheit 451 that are like inspiring people to like fight against the government. And one of the ones they decide that needs to be like burned essentially is his mom's collection of poetry. And so Bird goes on this whole quest to find his mom and figure out kind of like what happened.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Little Fire Everywhere was a great read. I read it. Anything that has the Reese Witherspoon stamp, like Where the Crawdads Sing too, you know it's going to be amazing because she does such a good job making sure that the books that are in her book club you're going to be engaged with, you're going to not want to put down, and then by the end of them you're like, I'm what? Like that. My response to Where the Crawdads Sing was like, this is all we get? This is the end? And now it's becoming a movie.
Oh yeah, totally.
So a lot of new books, and you guys just do such a good job with all the events. And of course, the food there is amazing, the ambiance, the staff, really. And last time you were here, you were like, yeah, we got all our new socks in.
We did, yes. We are getting new stuff in literally every day. It's crazy. We already have some of our ornaments and Christmas cards out. So if you're one of those people that plans early, we got you.
That easy. Nice and covered, just like that. Allie, thank you so much for coming in, giving us all this great information. Now, if people want to check you out online, what's your website?
Bookwormofedwards.com.
That's simple. And then where are you located and what are your hours?
So we're in the Riverwalk building, kind of behind E-Town, which you can see from Highway 6 really well. And we are open from 8 to 6 during the week and 9 to 5 on weekends. Except for this Sunday, we will be closed. We're doing our biannual inventory.
Oh, man. Good to know. That looked like you were excited to
Oh, yeah. It's so much fun. We get to scan every single thing in the store.
Oh, man. Allie, thank you so much for coming in, giving us all this great information, giving me like 3 new books that I have to put on my reading list so that I can start more books. Again, I really appreciate it.
Always.
Make sure that you go check out the Bookworm of Edwards. You get your hand on some of these great new books that they just got in. They always do such a good job of knowing the exact book that's going to make you thrilled to be reading. So go check out the Bookworm of Edwards. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
All aboard!
Step on, take a look around, and take a listen. Relax to the rhythm of the train on the tracks. For the kids, and the kid in all of us, the Leadville, Colorado and Southern Railroad.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Hi, my name is Tegan Davis with the Eagle Valley Library District, inviting you to get a library card at any of our branches, Avon, Eagle, or Gypsum Public Libraries. If you're a visitor, a full-time resident, or just here for work, you can get a library card just by stopping in and bringing your photo ID. With your library card, you can check out anything in our libraries as well as our online collection. For more information, please visit evld.org.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day than with Good Morning Vail Crew. Get your news, sports, weather, dining, community events, and so much more. We'll start your morning off right at 7 a.m. And now you can find us 7 days a week. You bring the coffee, we'll bring the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or watch us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
Good morning, Vail.
Who's excited for Halloween? I know I am. It's one of my favorite holidays. But are you a procrastinator? I know sometimes I get to become a procrastinator because life gets busy. But we have some pumpkins to decorate, people. We have to get busy, and we want to get everything exciting and special for all the kids and the whole family and all the special adults that like to play along with the Halloween games. Let's take a look at some last-minute ideas that you can do to craft and carve and decorate your pumpkins.
Halloween is coming very soon, and you've got just over a week to get creative with your decorations and your costumes. And here to talk to us today is lifestyle and DIY expert and the founder of Craft Box Girls, Lynn Lilly. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me, Kim. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween to you as well. So why should families be creative in this Halloween season?
Well, we all know that our kids are stuck on Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, and it's harder than ever to carve out time together at the holidays. Whether I'm working with Craft Box Girls or my DIY segments, I like to make engaging kids fun, and that's what the season is all about.
So where does a craft expert like you get their start?
Okay, so I love to kick off the Halloween season by getting the family together and carving pumpkins with the help of Pumpkin Masters. They have a variety of tools and crafting kits to help families with kids of all ages, from toddlers to teens. You can enjoy the moments together. And what I love most is they just launched this fun mummy and unicorn decorating kit. It is great for those smaller hands. My daughter absolutely loved it. For those older kids that want to carve more intricate designs, they have just released the Masters Collection Precision Blade. We all know that Halloween is about getting creative and make-believe. What I love about Pumpkin Masters is that they make it easy for families with kids of all ages, and best part, you're going to make memories together and have fun.
I absolutely love how creative it is outside of just carving pumpkins. So what other unique ideas do you recommend?
All right, with my next tip, it's time to glow. Hit the lights and have some fun coloring in the dark with Crayola Glow Fusion marker coloring sets. Using a specially formulated glow marker, kids can create colorful masterpieces when the lights go out. There's 3 fun themes. You've got mythical creatures, monsters and aliens, deep sea creatures, and they are so bright they glow for hours. I did this with my daughter and she had so much fun. Literally, it was such a wow craft. You can check her out right there. We had a blast doing it. They're perfect for nighttime activities where kids can color in the dark at sleepovers, parties, and campfires. We definitely made lots of memories together making these. And best part is, they're under $15.
It looks like so much fun. I know I would have loved that if I were a kid. I probably would love that now. So
I loved it.
So what other things do you have to impress those ghouls and goblins?
Well, my go-to for creating party invites and menus is Adobe Express. Adobe Express is the easy-to-use free web and mobile design tool that allows anyone, because it's so easy, to create ghoulish party invites, spooky menus, festive social media posts, and so much more. You get access to thousands of templates, and you can add bewitching flair to your Halloween design projects with just a few taps. It's fast, easy, and best part, it's free. You can download it today and start creating. I love using this for my personal party invites and even for my business.
Now, Lynn, do you have any other treats or tricks you would recommend?
So whether you're carving pumpkins, you're crafting, or you're getting ready for a party, I think my biggest tip around Halloween and the holidays is do it together and have fun. That's what the season is all about. And when you bring your family together, you get to make great memories. And I know as a child, those memories stuck with me, and I love doing that with my family. That's what the season's all about.
I just absolutely love all of the ideas that you suggested. They seem like so much fun. Now, where can we go for more information?
Thanks, Kim. You can go to tipsontv.com to find out about everything that I shared today.
Well, Lynn, thank you for sharing all of those fun and unique ideas to spend time with your family in this Halloween season. Now, stay tuned. We have so much more here on this Friday morning edition of Mountain Connections. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to the neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
In the heart of the Vail Village, on the corner of One Willow Bridge Road, across from Solaris, is Lamina Jewelry. We have one of the largest selections of designer, fine, and fashion jewelry in the Vail Valley. In addition to our unique and one-of-a-kind jewelry pieces, we have museum-quality fossils and minerals that you truly have to see to believe. We pride ourselves on our customer service and knowledge of your pieces. Come in as a customer, leave as a friend.
Join host Madison Brown as she visits with guests ranging from country star Toby Keith to magician Tommy Wynn. Explores the kitchen from cake decorating to cooking Hawaiian style, all while exploring unique locations across the country. Check your local listings and tune in.
Good morning, Vail.
Let's take a look at the weather. It feels like winter and it's still fall, but we have 13 days before that mountain opens, so get your gear ready, everybody, and get your clothing out because it's super cold outside. I gotta tell you, today is 23 degrees for your low and 49 degrees for your high. We have mostly sunny skies, which is super really cool about that. And then we're gonna take a look over in Denver at 60 degrees, and Vail at 49 degrees, partly sunny skies, Eagle 51 degrees. And of course, we are going to take a look at the day. It's going to be really, really pretty and sunny until we get to the evening. And Avon is 50 degrees and partly cloudy skies. Low tonight is 21 degrees, everybody. Get your clothes out and get your snuggly pajamas. Mostly cloudy skies tonight. Winds are 5 to 10 miles per hour. So expect the weather to feel a little bit colder as you are outside. Make sure you cover up. Looking at the week ahead, tomorrow we have mostly sunny skies, 48 degrees for your high and 18 degrees for your low, super cold. And then as we get into the beginning of the week, Monday and Tuesday, 50 and 54 are your highs and 24 and 25 degrees are your lows. That's going to be super cold. Wednesday is pretty much the same. And then when we get to Thursday, we are going to see some precipitation again, 50% chance of rain and or snow. So get ready to be all bundled up for that. And I think that we are going to have a lot of people on the roads. We're going to be getting a lot of people coming in. So make sure you're really careful on the road and take care of your cars and make sure your tires are properly aligned and you have those studded snow tires. We are now going to take a look at the TV8 Vail's Visitors Bureau to see what's going on over there.
Welcome to the TV8 Visitors Bureau. I'm one of your hosts, Maddie Evans. Now we've got a really cool new concept taking place here in the town of Avon, Eagleville, and Vail. And it's a great way to use as an alternative. Instead of driving your car, you can shift your ride to one of these incredible electric bikes behind me. Now this is a really cool rental system and you can control it all right from the power of your hands, right from your cell phone by downloading the Shift Bike app. And then from there, you can get over there and enjoy the incredible amenities that these bikes have to offer. We're going to walk you through it, but in order to do it, you have to download the app. So Shift Bike is the app, and then you can use the coupon code Shift Your Ride for the first 30 minutes free. And we're going to walk you through the pricing and everything here and how you can get one of the bikes. Let's get started. Once you get into the app, you can see exactly which location you would like to pick up the bike, how many bikes are available, and then where you can deliver the bike to. So you can see starting in Avon, making your way through Eagleville, all the way to Vail Village, and then even down into East Vail. You can collect bikes, drop bikes off, and enjoy your ride on these nice electric bikes. Once you've scanned the QR code to get the bike unlocked, it's really important that you have safety first, so always make sure that you have your helmet with you. That way you can pop that on and you're nice and safe. Now, once you get the bike unlocked, it's super easy. You'll just take that lock right off the back. You'll see that you'll have this big, nice coiled cord, but there's a hook on the back for you to hook that to so that it is nice and out of your way while you are riding the bike. That way you're nice and safe and everyone around you is nice and safe so you don't tip over on the bike. And then once you've got that all secured, you're all set to go. You can just kick that kickstand up and start enjoying your ride. Now remember that these are pedal assist and there are some rules. To get the bike back to where you got it or to get it to your next destination, you can always use the app to see all of the great places where you can drop these off. Once you are done on your adventure on the Shift bikes, they're a ton of fun, and you can see that you can get going pretty fast on them, especially with that nice little pedal assist. You'll take the bike back, lock it back up in one of the great charging stations that they have available, and then once you're done locking it up, make sure that you take your app out and you end the ride, because it is going to make sure that that bike is in the correct spot for you to have ended your ride, and that way it will not continue to charge you. That has been this edition of the TVA Visitors Bureau. We can't wait to bring you more great information, but make sure that you get out there and you use the Shift bike to shift your ride throughout the community.
Good morning, Vail.
Here at Sun & Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun & Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Live life to the fullest and relax with Simply Massage. With the lowest prices in the Vail Valley, there is something for everyone. We offer Swedish, deep tissue massages, neuromuscular, reflexology, and cupping. Treat yourself to aromatherapy with essential oils or CBD oils. We offer 60 or 90-minute packages. Go to simplymassage.com or call 970-748-1600 to book an appointment today.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. This next interview has everything. It has love, it has warmth, it has family, and it has pooches. I'm really, really excited to get you guys on this interview with Maddie and her mom, Ashley. Her mom has been dealing with rescuing dogs for so many years, and she is a really amazing human being, and you're going to take a look and you're going to see what she does for the Great Pyrenees Rescue, and that covers all of the 5 mountain states. Now, this is just amazing. Her mom has been rescuing these mountain dogs for so long. You're going to see where they've gone. You're going to hear her story, and you're going to just find out all of the love and care that she's given to these pets. And they've all found their forever homes through what she does. Take a look and see what this mother and daughter interview is so special.
I talk about my beautiful dog Beatrice so much, and I got her from such an incredible organization, the Great Pyrenees Rescue of Montana, and they do such a good job saving these livestock guardian dogs. And I'm joined by a very special guest, my mom, Ashley Blackham, to talk about all of the dogs she saved and why it's so important that people make the effort to save these dogs. Good morning, Mom.
Good morning, darling. How are you?
Well, any morning I get to spend hanging out with you is my favorite, and so I'm really happy to have you here with me.
Same. I'm happy to be here.
So let's talk about some of the dogs, only because obviously I got Bee through you, and Bee is like my favorite part of life, but you've had some really challenging cases with dogs in really bad circumstances. So let's start with a Miss Mishkaloo.
Yeah, so Misha was an owner surrender. We ended up having her for over a year. She came in terrified, unsocialized. Typically, the dogs that are purchased from ranchers or breeders are not, the breed isn't really understood, right? So they're cute little fluffy white fur balls that turn into giant, opinionated, very smart animals. So they need to be handled in, a very specific way in order to foster those behaviors and turn them into positive things. And she came in really shut down and really terrified. It took us a long time to get her to a place where she was adoptable. And now she has a wonderful home there in Denver.
Which is so incredible, and we're going to show some pictures of her because we have the most beautiful pictures of Mish, and we're showing them up on the screen here in just a moment. And I think that we've actually got a picture of the dog that you have right now, which is a wonderful Rocky. But Mish had such a crazy story, and to see her transform even just from the times that I was getting to be around her to the dog she was when she went to her home was incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was. And it took a long time. It was very challenging. The one wonderful thing about this rescue is there's a lot of resources for us as fosters to, behaviorist help and veterinary help. And like I said, it took over a year to get her to a point where she could actually go to someone's home and be a pet that, was going to thrive.
Which we know the challenges, I specifically know the challenges of this breed, as Beatrice is the most opinionated, loud monster, but she is also the most gentle and loving and compassionate soul.
Right.
And so, it's like having a child. You have these traits that you're like, wow, we really need to work on this because this isn't what you want to be growing up. But then you have these things that just like melt you, and more than anyone that Beatrice is the love of my life. And so you've had some other really great dogs and some other really great cases. And so we're going to show a picture of the dog that you have right now. And this is Rocky.
Rocky, he's a gentle giant puppy. And again, purchased from what we believe, purchased from a breeder or a rancher. He does have a real kind, gentle, protective personality. But he's terrified of people, absolutely never been socialized. He bonded with me really quickly, and he bonded with my friend Carrie, who pulled him from the shelter very quickly. But he has a potential adopter, and this man has come every single day to spend time with him, and Rocky's still very scared. So, it's a long process. And it's worth it in the end, obviously, because,
right.
B is so wonderful. But it's just unfortunate that the qualities in these dogs that make them such wonderful guardians also can be detrimental in a pet situation.
Right, and you guys have had some really scary cases of dogs that aren't owner surrenders, and so now we've got a picture of Bear, and Bear was a crazy case for you guys, especially as he came in really rough shape.
Yeah, he had burrs and fish hooks, and we believe his foot was caught in a trap. He ended up, we tried a bunch of things, antibiotics and a bunch of things that you can see in that picture. His foot was wrapped in plastic so he could be out on the snow, but he ended up losing only one toe, but still it was a long haul for him too. And in his case, he was very social, loved everyone, loved dogs, loved people, but his tenure here was spent mostly on medical hold.
Right, and you guys did such a good job, though, really bringing him back into himself. And you can see even in the picture of him in the snow, he is so happy, he is so handsome. And this is my favorite thing about them as dogs, is you give them like a patch of snow and they turn into a whole other animal.
That is so true. It is so true. They love it. And Bear actually ended up at a wonderful rescue sanctuary down in Kanab. That's his home down there. So he's kind of a desert dog now, but it does get cool down there too, and he can find some snow in those mountains right there in the back.
And he looks so happy. The smile that just radiates on these dogs' face, and that's the best part, is I feel like you can see their emotions like you would be able to on a human. And so he was a hard case. I remember that one. We talked about him a lot in our family just because it's devastating, some of the conditions that these dogs come in, and especially when you guys take them off of the mountain. Now, they're hard when their owner surrenders because then they don't have that socialization. They're not trained to take that maybe not great behavior and turn it into a positive reinforcement training. And so then you do have to work really hard with them. And we know from my experience of adopting a 7-month-old Beatrice who came off of a mountain, she was a monster.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and the monster behavior is always there, right? It's a constant battle of keeping up on the training and the good reinforcement and that's thanks for protecting us, but that's enough kind of thing.
That's a butterfly. It's not going to hurt us. Thanks, Beatrice.
Right. Gosh, I lost my train of thought. I was going to, that's Baloo. So that puppy was found on the mountain as well. And I don't know if you can see in the picture, but do you see how enlarged his joints are? Mm-hmm. He ended up being okay, but we thought for sure that he had some growth issue. So he was only with me for a very short time. He went right to a medical foster up by our mothership in Montana, where the vets had specialized in that particular. I can't remember what it's called, but it's where these giant breeds bones grow really fast, and they have to do some special things to slow that down. But he ended up okay, and he's in a foster home. That's Haas the boss dog.
And he's got a big, beautiful head. And so these dogs vary. They're not all just 100% Great Pyrenees. Some of them have a little bit of Akbash in them. Some of them have Malinois in them. And so you guys take dogs of many breeds, but primarily these livestock guardian dogs that unfortunately are just so continuously mistreated for kind of their role as a livestock guardian dog.
Right. And as we were talking, you and I, this morning, this time of year, the sheep have all come off the mountain. So those livestock guardian dogs that didn't follow the sheep or didn't get in the traps that were set by the ranchers to bring them down are stuck up there. And they get hungry and they start coming down looking for food. You know, we find them on the freeways, lots of times hit by cars out in very rural parts, of Utah and of Wyoming, Montana, mostly Utah and Wyoming though. And the sheep herders don't have an effective way to keep count of what goes up and what comes down, or to keep count of how many of the females may have puppies. So we end up not only with the owner surrenders, but the dogs that just wander down on their own. And those are the really sad cases.
Those are the hard cases, and those are the ones that need the most attention and the most work. And so you guys are working on a coalition to make ranchers more responsible for their pets. But the only thing I have to say is the dog that we are showing now is mine. And I love her the most. And if someone would not have left her in the terrible condition that you guys found her in, I would not have my soulmate. And I can't even tell you how much these dogs can save people's lives.
Yeah, they're pretty special. And really, for me, Bee was the first time I had really seen that incredibly protective instinct. She on the yard was the peacekeeper, and she would protect Murphy from bigger dogs and would surround the little dogs and keep the big dogs away. And when I first saw it, I was like, what is she doing? And then realized that that's what they do. They protect little things. And it's so cool. The innate personality and innate behaviors that they have is why they make great guardian dogs, and why they do make also great pets and great family dogs.
I 100% agree. Bee protects me from everything in the world, like butterflies, squirrels, you name it. I'm safe. But if people are interested in learning more about the coalition and maybe participating, either fostering or donating, what's the best resource for them to use?
Well, Great Pyrenees Rescue Montana is who we foster for. But I have to be honest, and I would be remiss if I didn't say this, that every single rescue is desperate for fosters right now. I mean, it's like the perfect storm of overcrowding in the shelters. You know, rent's high, food's high, people are giving up their dogs of all breeds, it just in droves. We are desperate for fosters because peers are different, right? They're big and they shed and you have to have a certain type of fencing and so we obviously always need fosters, but as you know, Maddie, we fostered all kinds of dogs. Before I went to work for Great Pyrenees Rescue Montana, we fostered tons of Chihuahuas, pit bulls, all different breeds, and every rescue right now is desperate. We have shelters here in Utah that are at 200% capacity and are supposed to be no-kill shelters, and they're having to euthanize just for space. And typically we get a huge influx during the holidays anyway. You know, people are buying puppies for their family, so sorry, old dog has to go, you know, making room for new dog. And that would be my biggest wish, is that more people would just be aware that fostering saves lives. And yes, it's hard, and we've cried when they go home, but if it weren't for us, a lot of those dogs would be dead.
Yeah, I will never forget Buddy. That was like one of our very first fosters who, to this day, has my heartstrings, and he was a little old man. And so I love that you do this, Mom, and I love that you put in all of these efforts to save these dogs. Now, the coalition part is one of the big aspects, especially because you guys are helping keep ranchers responsible. So if people want more information on that, can they find it on your website?
They sure can, yeah. It's Coalition for Livestock Guardian Dogs, and the link to it is on our website.
And then, of course, if people would like to get their hands on any dog, they can always check out their local rescues because there's a lot here and there. But if people are interested in maybe owning one of these gentle giants that we know and love so deeply, what's the best way for them to maybe meet one?
So the first step in the process would be to go to our website and fill out the application. Obviously, we save these dogs from really bad situations, and we want to make sure that we put them into a really great situation. So the application is sort of lengthy and wordy, and I know it gets frustrating for people, but in order to be safe with our dogs and to do our diligence, we have to go through that. And so that is the first step in the process. Once that's filled out and you're an approved either foster or adopter, then we will connect you with the dog's fosters. We have a lot of dogs that are centrally located at our kennel in Montana. And you could go see a bunch up there, but we have fosters here in Utah. We have some in Idaho. We have some in Wyoming, southwestern Wyoming, close to Utah. So that we have dogs everywhere right now, waiting for homes, waiting for adopters.
Mom, thank you so much for taking the time out of your morning chatting with us, and thank you for saving all of the dogs, and most importantly, of course, thank you for the most precious love of my life, Beatrice.
And thank you for adopting, being a good dog mom.
It was a great learning curve for everyone. We needed to do it once somewhere in the family.
Right.
Thanks, Mama
You're
Bear,
a three-time
for taking
adopter.
Yeah. Thank you for taking the time this morning, chatting with us and giving us all this great information.
Okay, thank you for having me, Maddie.
Make sure that if you have the room in your home or in your heart that you adopt a dog, or even just open your heart to the possibility of fostering, especially right now as shelters are becoming at 200% capacity. We need you, and we need to save the dogs. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good morning, Vail.
The mountains are a place for adventure and a space for renewal. Enjoy our cozy piece of the mountain. Relax and reset in total tranquility after any adventure. We offer therapeutic massage and restorative facials with some of the best remedies and techniques nature has to offer. Ask about our Hydrofacial MD facial system. that uses patented technology to extract and infuse the skin. Our locally owned boutique spa is located inside the Highline Vail. Nourish your mind and body. Discover True Vail at Après Massage and Facials.
It's the fastest half hour in television. Toyota's Race Week takes you inside the high-speed world of NASCAR. Go behind the scenes for a look into the high adrenaline world of motorsports and hear from your favorite drivers as they discuss the drive to a championship. If you love NASCAR, you won't want to miss Toyota's Race Week.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Hi, I'm Maddie Evans.
I'm Blake O'Rulian.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Well, then we've got you covered in 4 great mountain towns: Park City, Utah, Vail, Colorado, Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and Reno, Tahoe.
You can tune in at Park City TV, TV8 Vail, or thescoreboardnation.com. We'll see you there every day at 6:30 p.m.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show. This is Liz. I hope you're having a wonderful Saturday morning with us here at TV8. Now, right here in the mountains, we work hard and we play hard. But you know what? Sometimes you got to give your body a little break. As you're putting away all your bicycles and getting ready to bring out your ski and snow mountain gear, well, you want to do something special for your body. There's a special thing that Amari CBD has. They're special drinks, lots of different flavors for you to try. Let's take a look to see what they have to give us that boost that we really need.
Sometimes acclimating to the altitude can be a little bit difficult and can mess up your sleep pattern. Amari has the perfect solution for that, and I'm joined by the owner and founder of Amari, Eric. Thank you for being here this morning, Eric.
Maddie, my pleasure. Always great to be on TV8. Amari offers effective, fast-acting, delicious products designed to help you get out there day after day and maximize the fun on your vacation. We do that by reducing inflammation from exercise, improving joint comfort and health, and supporting sleep. And as you mentioned, even the best of us sometimes have trouble falling asleep and staying asleep at altitude, and that's why we created our Everyday Calm product. And I thought what would be fun today is make a couple of simple recipes that you can make in your ski condo, and you can find all the ingredients local here in the Vail Valley.
Let's dive into these recipes.
Our first one is our Sweet Dreams tea, and that's a great way to rest, recover, and recharge for tomorrow. All you have to do is take 1 packet of our Everyday Calm, add it to your favorite mug. We'll have Maddie help us add some water there. Now, we come in these single serving packets so we can add effective doses of things like passion flower and lemon balm to help you fall asleep and stay asleep. So all that she did was just add some hot water to that. We'll dunk a chamomile tea bag in there, let it steep for about 5 minutes, pull that tea bag out, give it a final stir, and enjoy. And then since we're on TV, we already made some for Maddie this morning. Now, you can find us all over the Vail Valley at places like Christie Sports, Village Market, and Edwards. But first, what we're going to do is make our second recipe, and this is our hibiscus tea. It's got a little bit of a twist on it. Again, all that you do is just add a packet of Amari Everyday Calm, take a tablespoon of lime juice, add that to the cup. We add some hot water. Now, this one can be served either warm or cold. I like it about an hour. Both of these recipes about an hour before bed makes me drowsy and helps me to fall asleep. She's just going to give that a stir, add a hibiscus tea bag in there, let that steep for about 5 minutes, and you can either chill it over ice or enjoy it warm. We made Maddie the chilled version this morning since we're on TV.
Both products are absolutely incredible, and the flavor of them
Delicious.
is the important part, because
Exactly.
sometimes you get worried that it's going to be a little bit funky,
Exactly.
and it's not. It's delicious. If people are looking to buy the product, where can they do that?
Well, you can find us at a variety of retailers in the Vail Valley, the Village Market in Edwards, Christie Sports, independents like High Gear Cyclery, Beaver Market, as well as Beaver Liquors.
Eric, thank you so much for coming in and giving us all of these tips and tricks to stay asleep and get ready for the day on the mountain.
My pleasure. Thanks for having us, Maddie.
We'll be back with more right after this.
Good morning.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Good morning, Vail.
Let's take another look at the weather today. It's Saturday, and I gotta say, it's so beautiful outside, that blue sky. Well, today we have mostly sunny skies, so get out there and enjoy this gorgeous, gorgeous day. The low is 23 degrees. The high is 49 degrees. It's pretty chilly out there. And with winds coming at us from the west at 5 to 10 miles per hour, you're going to want to wear a windbreaker or something like that to keep you nice and warm. Taking a look at the full day, 23 degrees and sunny for this morning. By noon, it'll be 44 degrees, partly cloudy skies. By 4 o'clock, it'll be 45 degrees and mostly sunny skies. And then you can see the pattern. The skies are starting to cloud up. By 8 p.m., we'll have mostly cloudy skies and 36 degrees. Taking a look at the I-70 corridor right now over in Denver, 60 degrees with partly cloudy skies. In Vail, partly cloudy skies and 49 degrees. Eagle, 51 degrees. And in Avon, it's 50 degrees, all with partly cloudy skies. Now let's take a look today. 21 degrees for the low, mostly cloudy skies by the evening. Winds coming at us with 5 to 10 miles per hour. I'd like to thank Sun and Ski, our weather sponsor, but first I want to let you know what's going on for the week. Tomorrow, mostly sunny skies, 48 degrees for the high and 18 degrees for the low. Monday, sunny skies and 50 degrees. Mostly sunny skies by Tuesday. And of course, when we get to Thursday, you guys, look at that. Precipitation all over the place. About 50% chance with a wintry mix of snow and rain, and 45 degrees for your high with 24 degrees for your low. It's going to be super cold, everybody. I want to thank you all for tuning in today. It's a beautiful Saturday morning, and I hope you enjoyed the show. I have to say that interview with Maddie and her mom, Ashley, just tugged at my heartstrings. What a beautiful thing. They're so perfect together. I can definitely see the family resemblance, and her mom is just a fantastic lady. Thank you and bless you for doing all you do for all the animals, Ashley. And make sure you get on over to the Bookworm. That was a really fun clip to see what we're going to do over at the Bookworm. They have a very special family event happening today. You definitely want to get out there and see that. And maybe you're going to head on over to Agave to check out the big party, or maybe Route 6. Whatever you do, have a great time. Be safe on the roads. Dress up funny and fantastic. Take care of the kids. Make sure they get a lot of good, yummy candy, and enjoy your beautiful Saturday afternoon. For the rest of the day, I'm your host, Liz, right here for TV8.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
If you're making your way over to the outlets at Silverthorne, well then this is your TV8 Visitors Bureau to get you in the know as you're making your way over here to enjoy all of the fabulous villages. From red to blue to green, there's somewhere for everyone to shop and enjoy. Whether you're looking to update your wardrobe, or maybe you want some Bath and Body Works, you want some things for your home, they've got Williams, Sonoma. There are so many great options here at the outlets at Silverthorne. Now, if you're looking to be a little bit more sports oriented instead of a little more clothing oriented, which is what I like to come over here and shop for, well, our sports director Blake O'Rulian has some great information for coming over here for all of your sports needs. Let's take it over to Blake.
Hey, Maddie, thank you so much. Yeah, we're actually here at the outlets of Silverthorne, where there's actually 3 distinct villages that are color-coded. So the first one that we're going to talk about is right behind me, the Red Village, which is Lou Outdoors. And Lou Outdoors has all of your skateboarding needs, your outdoor needs. They have everything that you really need. It's a family-owned business, and it's a great shop to shop at. Another one that we're going to move over to now is the Green Village, which has Blue Valley ski and board rentals for all of your snow sports. So in the colder months that are coming just around the corner, you can actually go there, you can rent things, you can buy things, but it all gets you ready for your skiing and snowboarding seasons. And then lastly, we've got the Blue Village, which has Pearl Azumi, which has all of your cycling gear. So in a couple of months, when you actually have a little bit warmer weather, you can go out for that cycling time. And they've got great discounts, 10% off for students, teachers, first responders, as well as a whole lot more. There's a ton of things here at the villages, at the outlets of Silverthorne. Make sure to come check it out.
TV8, there's more for you on 92. Serving the local community 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Hi, I'm Tracy Miller, and you're watching Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller. I'm so happy to be back in this kitchen and showing you some great and healthy ways to cook for yourself and your family. Today, we are going to focus on soup. I actually have 3 soups I'm going to feature today, some of my favorites, a lot of vegetarian as well. I do like to eat meat, but you know, being vegetarian and cooking vegetarian is really the trend and what a lot of people are asking for. So, despite what I just said, we're going to start off with a chicken tortilla soup today. What I have going on the stovetop right now is chicken tortilla and also a butternut squash soup. That's going to be made with a coconut milk, so it's going to be a vegan option as well, and delicious, and one of those soups you can actually just like put in a coffee mug and drink it as you're moving around. First of all, I have chicken thighs for my chicken tortilla soup. Now the difference between the chicken thigh and the chicken breast, of course, is the location on the body of the chicken. The breast is of course on the top, and the thighs are what they're moving around with. So typically when you have a meat that has more movement, like a thigh on a bird, then you're going to get, it's going to be a darker meat. It's going to be a tougher meat as well, and it's going to be more flavorful, which is why I use it for my soup. So what I've done here is I have boneless chicken breasts. I have put them in a pan. Actually, I'm going to crank the heat up because we're looking for brown